Ask anyone what is VPN and you'll get one of two answers: an overly advertised gimmick or a necessary cybersecurity tool. So which is it? At its most basic, a VPN is a tool for online privacy. That's why it's called a virtual private network. But how does VPN work? To explain VPN functionality, you need to understand a regular internet connection first. When you attempt to reach something on the internet, your traffic goes through an internet service provider and then onto your destination. Your ISP can see what websites you're visiting and any unencrypted data you send. Plus, this leaves the doors wide open to hackers, invasive advertisers, and in stricter regimes, government surveillance. On the other end, the websites you visit can see your IP address. It's a string of numbers that identifies every device that's connected to the internet. This way, the website knows your location and can track your online habits to then push personalized ads. Now with a VPN, your internet traffic passes through a remote server and gets a new IP, thus masking your real location. On top of that, a VPN also scrambles your data by encrypting it, making it unreadable even if intercepted. You can easily explain what is a VPN by thinking of a VPN connection as driving a train through a tunnel, with its contents fully secured and its point of origin highly classified. So yeah, first and foremost, if you're worried about your privacy, then a VPN is the way to go. If you're already planning to get one and just don't know which one to pick, I put some Cyber News tested and approved VPN picks in the description, along with their current best and biggest discounts. Or you can just scan this QR code. But if you're still wondering, should I use a VPN? Here are all the main use cases this tool can help in. Besides just general privacy, a VPN secures your connection when using public Wi-Fi, and this way, it safeguards you from getting hacked. The only thing you need to do is connect to a VPN, and boom, you're protected. It can also be tremendously useful when trying to fight network restrictions. Whether you're facing them at school, the workplace, or countrywide, a VPN is the main tool to bypass them. If a regular VPN connection doesn't work for you, then there's obfuscation, which makes your VPN look like a regular internet connection, helping you slip by undetected. Some VPNs have features like a double VPN or Tor network integration. These route your traffic through multiple servers to make you as anonymous as possible, which is especially useful if you're an activist or a journalist. Now, a much more common VPN use case is accessing content. You can get a VPN to open websites that might not be available in your location. Doing this is as easy as connecting to a server in a different country. The only downside is that some VPN servers can get blocked, but if you choose a reputable provider, fixing that is often as easy as switching to a different server. So going by this logic, is VPN good for streaming? Absolutely. For example, if you're traveling from the US to a different country and still want to see US shows, simply choose a server back home. You can and should use a VPN while torrenting too, as it'll provide some anonymity and secure your connection. Some VPNs even have tools that can detect malware, like NordVPN's threat protection, which adds another layer of security. You can sometimes see people using VPNs for gaming as well, specifically for games like Warzone to find bot lobbies, or get early access to games from different regions. You can also try a VPN to get cheaper flight tickets or the best deals in online shops, as some websites set prices based on the location you're connecting from. Another use case isn't tied to a VPN specifically, but it's something that most best VPN options provide: the ability to filter out ads. This is done through ad and tracker blocking features like Surfshark's Clean Web or NordVPN's threat protection. Now that you know what is VPN used for, you need to understand that it isn't the sole solution to all your problems. So let's talk about some downsides as well. For starters, I don't recommend using a VPN if you have a super slow internet connection. That extra server paired with encryption slows down your speed. The best VPN providers manage to reduce this effect to the point where you can't even tell if you have a VPN on or off, but if you barely have a few megabytes per second to start with, even a 10% reduction can be too much. By the way, there are plenty of VPN reviews, comparisons, and even tutorials on the channel, so check them out after the video, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, keep in mind that you might be blocked from accessing some sites just because you're using a VPN, and that can get pretty annoying. Of course, there are methods to solve this, from obfuscation to simply choosing a reliable VPN with lots of server options. You might also be questioning, are VPNs legal? While generally the answer is yes, the downside here is that it entirely depends on how you use it. And if you want to stay in the clear, you have to constantly check local laws and service terms. Finally, a VPN still costs money, and you often have to pick one according to your budget. Sure, there are some free options out there, but they either have limits on locations and how much data you use, or you pay with your data, which defeats the whole purpose of having a VPN. Now, I've gathered some tips on how to choose a reliable provider in this VPN Explained video, which I'll leave down below in the description. But if you don't want to do extensive research yourself, don't worry, our research team did it for you. All of the link suggestions meet all the requirements, some better than others. For example, NordVPN is one of the safest options with 4 no-logs audits under their belt, and speed reduction is minimal as can be. Meanwhile, Surfshark is one of the cheapest but still reliable VPN providers, and there's also ExpressVPN, which is excellent at slipping through undetected, so it's great for bypassing various restrictions. I hope this VPN Explained video helped you understand this tool better. If you take one thing away from this, let it be that the most important thing is to choose a reliable provider. If you get a scammy free VPN, then yes, a VPN is nothing more than a gimmick. But if you do your research, it can be a powerful privacy and security tool. All our most trusted providers will be linked down below. However, for more insights, you can watch our best VPN video that's on the screen right now. I'll see you there.